Goddess, I'm going to share with you how you can confidently attract and have all of your needs met. Receiving it and giving it to yourself, but also receiving it from your soulmate. If you are in the process of wanting to attract your ideal love life and soulmate, then stick around because I'm going to share with you today one of the main reasons why you could be currently not experiencing that and how you can change that around. And it's not about comparing yourself to other women. It's not about necessarily knowing what to say, although that does matter. Communication is important. We're going to go to the core of feminine energy so that you can experience true results. If you're not familiar with energy or emotional reprogramming work, stick around because I'll also explain that and how that is really powerful, one of the most powerful things that you can see, so that in a day or in a flash, you can actually see results and not necessarily have to talk about, how men are not showing up for you like for years on end and not see results. For me, what's more effective is doing the energy and the emotional reprogramming work. So I'm going to share with you why that it's important for feminine energy. The core principle of feminine energy is I'm lovable and I am loved for who I am, not for what I do, but for who I am. Every woman desires that. Also, one of the things that you can see within the shadow or the unconscious of the feminine psyche is I'm having introduced myself. I am Nicole Elissa. I am a love coach. I'm an intuitive. I'm a femininity coach, and I work with spiritual women from all over the world who are ready to attract their partner and their soulmate. So, as I was saying, the core of femininity is I'm lovable for who I am, but also what's in the unconscious of the feminine is that a lot of women want to be taken care of. And your energy regarding being taken care of, you could really want it, but not feel like you deserve it. You could cherish it, desire it, but you feel like you have to chase it. You feel like you have to almost mold yourself into what a man wants and almost erode your essence because you're not feeling like you're going to receive love or attention and everything that you desire just as you are. Or you could have one of the other examples is that you can have resistance about it. It's like, I don't need to be taken care of, but maybe you want it or you don't see the need for it. Okay, I'm talking to the woman right now who really craves it, but she's not used to getting it. Maybe you've had to go out there and do so many things by yourself. And you could have become a little bit jaded about that. And you compare yourself to other women or you bury yourself in work and you want to see results. Like you want to see results, but you're afraid of opening up your heart, being vulnerable and getting crushed. Right? Getting crushed by a man that is not going to give to you or is going to expect 50-50 or is going to expect for you to do all the work. And the thing is that you might not feel comfortable receiving. And also, you might try to, because you want to be taken care of, there could be another version. We all go about this in different ways where you are trying to be taken care of, but in a forceful manner, right? You almost have this imposed, like you impose that energy or you expect it, and you might not even be aware that this is happening, but the way that you go about it is through control. And all of these examples showcase something to you important, okay? What matters the most, and the woman who attracts this is the woman who in her energy, she expects to be taken care of. She expects it to be natural. She expects it to be a fun process, and she's courageous enough in her energy to let that occur. She's courageous in her energy to even encounter people who don't want to give to her. We have to reach to a point where we can become, to the most, at least a 60 to 70% non-reactive to men who don't want to give. Non-reactive of what are they going to think? Are they going to think that I am a gold digger? Non-reactive to other women that are receiving, actually becoming responsive versus non-reactive and celebrating the woman that receives. We don't know how she's going about it though, okay? This is important. But as a woman in your goddess confident energy, you don't want to control to get your needs met. You don't want to control, you don't even want to feel like you have to control. Or I'm almost seeing like a chess thing, like where you have to, move certain pieces so that a man gives to you, because that's tiring at the end of the day. What you really want is to receive and feel comfortable receiving. So watching a million videos about how men don't want to give, women being interviewed and being asked, like, what do you bring to the table? And it almost makes you feel like you have to earn love, and you have to do things to be chosen or to be seen in a positive light, or it's an exchange energy, but in a way where it doesn't feel good. It feels disrespectful. It feels degrading. You don't want that. And if you're constantly watching videos like that, that can be stressful, and I feel like even harmful, because it can make you go into a reactive space. What you want to do is own what you desire. And you want to ask yourself, you want to be vulnerable with yourself, and you want to see, hey, am I comfortable receiving? Am I comfortable receiving without having to overwork? Do I feel like love is an exchange of energy? Do I feel like I have to prove myself? Was I taught that I needed to manipulate to get a man's attention? Did I see that in my mother? Was my mom like moving chess pieces to get my dad's attention? What did I unconsciously learn? And the thing is, it's not just even learn, but what is it that I saw? And like, what is it that I see, how do I interact with that energy? Do I believe it to be true? Even if I resent it, even if it hurts me, do I believe it to be true? Do I have a lack mindset around men and receiving? Do I defend it with all my heart and all my being? Then what you need to do, you can be like, but men are like this, but men are like that, but men. That doesn't help you. What do you want? See, being the light and being the attractor, you have to be very comfortable with what you want to attract, how good it feels to you. This is where I recommend that you spend most of your time and your energy. How good what you desire feels to you. And clearing and reprogramming the energy so that you start to see it in return. See, consciously we can say things, but love is one of the deepest programs that we have. It is ingrained in our unconscious, in our subconscious, in our nervous system, in our aura. We can even pick up ideas from our parents, from our lineage, from our ancestors. Dedicating and investing time, money, energy, resources to knowing what your energy is saying. And I'm getting, some of you might have done Reiki and you feel like, oh, it didn't work. Remember, or maybe you didn't know. There's different planes of energy. What you want to do is ensure that your energy is communicating with itself, at least a 60, like I said, 50, 60, 70%, moving the needle so that you feel more in control of your energy, so that whatever you're desiring, you feel safe enough to attract it. You feel like it's normal for you to attract it. That way, you don't have to over-explain. You don't have to over-communicate your needs. You have to grow comfortable receiving plenty, receiving from a place of love. I'm going to ask you today, what did you see and how did it impact you? It's never good to control. Don't ever believe the illusion of controlling a man to get love. If you feel like you have to compete, if you feel like you have to do chess moves, if you have to position yourself above another woman, if you have all of that, it's an illusion. Men can see clearly through it, and they can use it to their advantage if they want to, okay? Because unconscious men can play with your emotions and your insecurities. A king, though, will not. He will lift you. He will support you. And that's why I say, when you're doing this work, it's not like 100% until you reach, like you attract the partner, no. But it's having mastery over yourself, competitive tendencies. What do you really expect? If you're honest and humble with yourself regarding what you expect, and you clear the work, you clear and you reprogram it, you will see quick results night and day in the shift of even minutes a day. You can do clear work and then go out, and then boom, you're starting to experience a new reality because you're having mastery of yourself. I've seen cases where people, where women, they've been experiencing something over and over and over and over and over again, and it just feels stuck. And they feel like they have to talk about it a lot. And it's about experiencing a radical shift. You don't have to no longer engage with that energy. No more. No more competition, insecurity, and feeling good about yourself. That is the secret of confidence. And it's something that I can help you with. I dedicate myself doing Goddess of Love coaching programs and also emotional reprogramming work, and it's effective. I work with a select group of women, and I help you. I sit down alongside with you, and I help you clear the exact things that I'm noticing in your unconscious. Because some of these beliefs, what happens is that you don't feel easy, it's easy for you to release, or you feel like unsafe, or you feel like, can I really make it happen? Can I really stand out? So it's releasing the negative, but it's also helping you boost the unconscious belief systems around the worth, the visibility, feeling safe, being loved, no matter the criticism or people who don't engage in or who don't connect, but the goddess energy is to receive. I hope that this connects with you. If you're interested in working with me, the link is below. I only have a couple spaces available, and I am raising my rates as well. So within the next 10 days, if you're interested in working with me, definitely reach out. I do very selective, powerful work with women, and I dedicate. It's very interactive, soul-based work where it's one-on-one too, because I believe that this work requires presence. So I'm there to support you. And if you're interested in my group Attractor Soulmate Program, that's also starting soon, so we can connect and discuss which would be the better fit for you. Remember, you're a goddess. Don't compete, and let your energy speak for itself. Have an amazing day.